Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are filming our July TBR. July is going to be another busy month. I have been working both jobs. We're also going to San Diego in July and spending a week down there. So how much reading are we really going to get done? I don't know. We're still going to pick the exact same amount of books that we have been. I'm hoping being on vacation for a little while will get me back into like the reading, watching mindset and not just the work mindset. Other than going on vacation, we don't have a lot going on other than work, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna pick our 5 prompts. Our jar is getting a little low for prompts, which means we're due for a restock soon. I think I'm gonna let the whole thing empty out before we put everything back in there. However, if you don't know, I keep all of my prompts in these little balls. And the cats have been playing with them, so how many of them are really exist at this point, I don't know. Let's kick it off with pull number 1. Oh, a book that is the same height as the last pick. Obviously we haven't picked something, so I think I'm gonna put that one back. Because it only works if I picked something before that. And my last finished book was an audiobook, so I can't even tell you how tall it was. So let's try that again. Pick number 1. Ooh, is the buzzword. Can I tell you what the buzzword for July is? The buzzword for July is occupations. Do I have anything on my TBR that has doctor, teacher, anything like that in the title? I don't think so. Okay, I think I only have one, and that is one that I have already started. It's currently sitting on my Goodreads TBR, so this will actually help. But that is The Butcher's Daughter. Butcher obviously is an occupation. And this is Mrs. Lovett's backstory from Sweeney Todd. Like I said, I have started it in the past and I was enjoying it. I don't remember why I put it down. I think I was just reading too many things at once, and this one kind of fell on the back burner a little bit. Number 2. The and an A book that has one of those 3 words in the title. I have one that I did recently just get, and I'm in the mood to read it. And it's short, so I should be able to get through it pretty quickly if I can prioritize it. And that is The Visions. This is, if you don't know, The Scarlet Witch is my favorite Marvel. I don't even want to call her a villain, but she's my favorite Marvel character. And Vision, it was her husband. This takes place after everything that went down with her went down, and it's basically set in an alternate universe where Vision is married and has 2 children, but then something goes wrong with this new version of reality, and I'm really interested to see how this works out. Pick number 3. Oh, an audiobook. So it can literally be any book as long as I'm able to get the audio. The thing is, what am I in the mood for right now to listen to on audio? Because I've been in the mood for fantasy, but I have a really hard time listening to fantasy on audio. Only because there's so much going on, so many moving pieces that I like to be able to actually focus and pay attention on what I'm reading. But I do think I have Desperate Measures out on Libby right now, so that can work. This is the first book in the, I almost said Twisted Love series. That's not it. The I forget what it's called, but it basically is Katie Roberts' retelling of classic Disney stories, but make them smutty. I read Learn My Lesson earlier this year and had a really good time with it. Only gave it a 3-star, but still had so much fun with it. And Desperate Measures is the first one. I think Learn My Lesson was the second. So we're going a little bit backwards before we continue on with this series. This is a romance inspired by Jasmine and Jafar from Aladdin. And I'm pretty sure I do still have the audiobook out. If not, I'll look for it again. Pick number 4. Ooh, a book featuring a favorite trope. It doesn't have to be like trope number 1 of all time, but it just has to be a fun trope that I enjoy. I don't know. What do I mean, I have a lot of tropes that I enjoy. I think the only trope that I don't really love are like love triangles. Otherwise I love enemies to lovers. I love friends to lovers. I love the touch her and die trope. A lot of romance tropes. I have to look more into like non-romance tropes. I feel like, and maybe I'm stretching this a little bit, but I feel like animal companion could be considered a trope. And I know this series has an animal companion. It is a series that I started book 1 and introduced my friend to book 1 before I even finished it, because I just knew he would love it. And now he's farther in the series than I am, and I can't let that happen. So we're going to be picking up Dungeon Crawler Carl. This is book 2, Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I have to get through this. A, so we can talk about it, and B, so I can get farther in the series than he is. But don't tell him I said that. And pick number 5. It's honestly nice and easy. I was expecting to spend a little while. Oh, well, this is okay. Oh, a book with T, B, and R in the title. So we're going with quite a few words in the title this month. Okay, a book with T, B, and R. Okay, I have 2 options. I might have more, but they're not right in front of me. So I have A Dangerous Collaboration, which I was supposed to read in June and just didn't end up getting to it. I also have The Bone Raiders, TBR. Aha, it's funny. It each starts the sentence, and then if it was not clear, TBR. See, I love this series so much, and I want to get back into it, but I've also been dying to read this one. I've heard so many really good things. And I'm in the mood for fantasy. Will I have time to read this though? Okay, I'm gonna go with The Bone Raiders. I have had plenty of time to pick up The Dangerous Collaboration, and I do still have a couple of days left in the month. Maybe I'll get to it. But I've been dying to read this. I'm so excited for this. So the priority for the month are these 5 books. Will we make it to any of them? We'll see. As far as the series, we are rolling over the Suddenly Supernatural series. I was able to reread book 1 and started book 2. So we're going to roll that over until we finish it, which was supposed to be the plan for the entire year. We haven't stuck to that very well. Because the whole goal of this is to finish the series that I have started. I'm thinking of probably doing like a series update video very soon to let you know how many we're in the middle of, like what we've started, what we have caught up on or completed throughout this last year. Let me know if you're interested in that. I'll probably film it anyway, but I like having your opinions. And then a reread. Again, I don't think I'm sticking to the rereads jar anymore. I think I'm just going to reread when I'm in the mood to reread. As of right now, I don't know what that is. You know what? I think I'm gonna reread a favorite that I haven't read in a while. I read the sequel about like a year ago, I think. around the time that it first came out, and I've just been missing this world and this universe so much that I think it's time to revisit The House in the Cerulean Sea. I adore this book so much. It was very, very close to beating out The Night Circus as my favorite book of all time for a while. And I just miss these characters, so I feel like this is a good choice, especially for the summer. And then I said in the June TBR that I think I'm replacing the wheel spin on my bingo board to just make it a TBR teapot square, because I still have so many books in, I don't even know where it is, in the TBR teapot that I want to get through, and we put Read It or Delete It on hold, and I still want to make some progress in that. So we have TBR teapot right here. It is still very, very full. I'm sure there are books in here that I've already read, and then I'm sure there are books in here that there were books in here that need to be replaced, because like I pulled them and just never read them. But you know what, we're gonna go with it. If you don't know what the TBR teapot is, it is every book that is on my Goodreads TBR. Oh, so that says, I don't know if you can read that. That says Phantasma. I'm actually in the middle of reading that currently and hoping to finish it before the end of the month. So we're gonna pick another one, but it's every book that is on my Goodreads TBR, so like about 700. There is a little more than that, but I didn't include, like, some books are in series, so I only included like the first one in the series. Dead Space, I believe this one is on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't have to worry about like a library hold or anything. So Dead Space will be our pull for that. And yeah, okay, so we have, I'll recycle this. I do recycle the paper, I promise. But we have these plus Dead Space, plus I should probably get back to picking and unwrapped. I will do one this month. This is already looking to be a very stacked TBR for the month of July, when I don't have a lot of time to read. I just picked a random one. Sometimes like I do like little fun ways to pick our books, but we're just picking. Okay. I've tried reading this one a couple of times now. I do want to read it. It's just taking me time to get into, because it's like an old school middle grade fantasy, and that is The Beyonders, A World Without Heroes. This is actually Benson's book, and then I bought the next two in the series. So that is what we will be trying to read. I need to start getting these down, otherwise they're going to be on hold at the end of the year, and I don't want that to happen. So it looks like we have a lot more reading plans in the month of July than we expected. Hopefully we can get some of these on audiobook, especially Desperate Measures. But if we can't, it's fine. We'll do what we can. I have started off my summer working like every single day. I'm not planning on doing that all summer, so hopefully we'll have some time to relax and enjoy ourselves this summer, but who knows. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought about them, especially Dungeon Crawler Carl, because I am finding a love for this series, and I see so many people talk about it that I just know I'm going to fall in love with it. I cannot wait to get Benson to read it. And let me know what you're planning on reading in July, or if you have any fun summer activities that you plan to do other than working like me. Let me live vicariously through you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you like this video with me, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more from me, as well as Benson, who's a frequent member on this channel. I will leave all of their links down in the description box below, as well as links to my social media if you want to get any more updates from me. But until then, goodbye.